Hey folks, welcome again. It's Tuesday and it's time for our Tuesday Cry for Mercy. I'm in the beautiful Tunks Park, as you can see. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. It's early in the morning, but there's plenty of people around. I'm thinking of the fact that I have to be quite careful here. This is so bizarre. Here I am in Australia, in a free Western country, and yet I'm concerned if the police come along that they might try and stop me. I'm within 5 kilometers of my home, so I think that's okay. But they'll say you're only supposed to be out for recreation or exercise. Well, I would regard this as essential work, teaching the Word of God and trying to share that with you. So let's just go straight there and hope I can get there before the police arrive or someone else comes to interfere. A lot of people bring their dogs down here to bathe. As I say, it's absolutely gorgeous. Our first cry for mercy, the psalm is from Psalm 25. In fact, let me come up closer to you. Psalm 25, which says this: "Remember, Lord, your great mercy and love, for they are from of old." Now, I recommend strongly that you go and read the whole psalm. In you, O Lord, I put my trust. I think, turn to me and be gracious to me, for I am lonely and afflicted. It's just, the psalms are just so beautiful in that sense. But what I love with this one, your great mercy and love, for they are from of old. It's quite amazing, really, how we judge God by our own immediate circumstances. Isn't it fascinating that the Bible is filled with plagues? You didn't notice that until the past couple of years, but it is filled with plagues. And God often shows mercy. Sometimes there is judgment. Sometimes the plague is directly sent because of him, and sometimes he permits it. But he delights in mercy. And that's where we need to remember that. Sometimes love and mercy are words that we just say and go, oh yeah, but we need to understand what it means. It's the God who created all this who is merciful, and we cry out to him to show mercy. We're putting this out live every day at 11 o'clock. Why 11 o'clock in the morning? Because that's when Gladys Berejiklian, the New South Wales Premier, comes on and gives us our daily dose of bad news. How many cases, how many deaths, and so on. And then you basically get the same nagging from all the officials. Stay at home, do this, do that. And it's all pretty depressing. So I thought this would be the alternative to Gladys. Remember, Lord, your great mercy. And then what we're doing every day as well, and we'll just take a couple of minutes to do each of these, we're looking at a song or a story of Jesus. And this one is the story, today's is the story of the faith of the Canaanite woman. And she comes to Jesus and she says, "Lord, Son of David, have mercy on me. My daughter is demon-possessed and suffering terribly." Now, isn't it fascinating that Jesus didn't answer? So his disciples come to him and they say, "Hey, send this woman away. She keeps crying out after us." And he says to them, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of Israel." Wow, that's, if a preacher said that today, we'd say, whoa, how discriminatory. And then the woman comes and kneels before him. "Lord, help me," she said. She's desperate, as though he's turning her away. And again he says to her, "It's not right to take the children's bread and toss it to the dogs." I mean, could there be a more insulting comment? And this is from Jesus. It's extraordinary. And then she says, "Yes, it is, Lord. Even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their master's table." And Jesus looks at her and says, "Woman, you have great faith. Your request is granted." And her daughter was healed at that moment. Now, what was Jesus doing? Was he being nasty? Was he being racist? Couldn't he be bothered with her? Not at all. He was testing her faith, and he was showing to the disciples how great her faith is. Sometimes it's as though God doesn't answer us. Sometimes it's as though the answer is negative. But he wants us to bow before him. And he wants us to reason with him. That's what she did. And he wants us to have faith in him. Well, God's mercy. I honestly long for our politicians and others to stand up and to say, we call upon the Lord to have mercy. We ask you to call upon the Lord to have mercy. I'm going to leave you with that. Have a look at the prayer notes. I'll put them on the site, the prayer site, and also my blog, and you can get it all there. And join us this week. Every day, every morning at 11 o'clock. And if that's too late for your time zone, we're up here on YouTube anyway. So you're welcome to have a look at it and let me know what you think. But isn't it wonderful that we cry out to the Lord to have mercy? May God bless you, and I'll just leave you, I'll get it away and just leave you with this lovely scene.